TV. This is the program, Witness with Pastor Daphne. Today in the studio, I'm not alone. I'm so excited to have our guest today. Thank you for loving us. I want to tell you, as you begin to watch, you can tell a friend, share this video, because we are not here just to tell stories, but we are here to tell you a story that changes a life. We know as we speak, as we talk to you, we are not talking only through your life, but we are talking into your spirit. We are sharing from our hearts to you. You are blessed every time we are here. I am blessed. I know even my guest is going to be blessed because every time you share something, only talking to another person, but you're also talking to yourself. So we are grateful to be in the Sierra TV studios today, and we are so grateful to be with you here that you're watching. Thank you so much for loving us. I want to welcome my guest today. Thank you so much for accepting to come. I want to tell you briefly about my guest. She's someone that I have met before. She's a very wonderful person with a very wonderful story. I know you're not going to only listen. I know you are going to be blessed because we are here to witness. Remember, the book of Acts 1:8 says that we are witnesses of Christ. So we cannot witness unless in Christ, unless you have been filled with the Holy Ghost. So this is not only a show, but we are here to touch lives. We are here to change someone. I want to welcome you today. Please tell us who you are. Thank you so much for accepting to come.
By the name of Abonora. Oh, not
Omukyala kati.
Omukyala Mr. Byarugaba Innocent.
Amen. So how are you? Thank you for accepting to come today.
I had to come because I have a lot to talk about God. He has been faithful.
So first of all, tell me, who are you? Mariniani, who is Nora? Someone wants to.
The late
So how was your childhood? I want to start from there because you say, by the grace of God, being brought up. How was it? How was it like to grow up?
My childhood was okay. It's 8 years.
And how many?
I used to call myself a bonus, but instead of that, life is great. My mom first had her marriage and had 4 daughters. Husband died. My dad had his marriage. So my mom and my dad are only one. So I have steps on my mother's side, steps on my father's side. So I used to call myself a bonus, but that's the one of the God.
So, only walk make a family.
On my mother's side, I make them. Side I make them.
So how was it like growing up? Being born, you say you're born from your mom and your dad. Who did you grow up with? Your early stage, your early lives, the early years of your life.
I grew up in a loving home, but when my mom died, being a single father, can come back. Actually, there was a big turning point when my mom died. I think it's never been the same. But our dad was a loving dad, but a man can't do things like a mom really does. But in the 3 years, we stayed with him before he passed on after my mom. It was really good. Our home was a home full of people. Dad was a people person, educated, and he was there for people. But when our dad died, things really changed. It was like when he died, even all the relatives died. I remember as a young girl, sometimes I would sit on the veranda and ask my brother, "Hey, what happened to all the animals? Did everyone die from nowhere? Because no one visited us. It's left there as us."
On your dad.
That is being on your knees, pray. You're really young, both spiritual and physical. When my dad died, I was in P7. This time he died around me. I just started senior 6, so in campus named that. So he had to take care of us, but he did his best. I can't. And
So it was your brother who was supposed to take care of you.
relatives, everyone became busy. Can't say that someone physically brother had to look to survive. But things became hard for him to take us back to like me. He had to take me back that day, stay with her. Things were hard. Taken back deep in the village. My father came from Tororo. This woman,
Able to go to school.
I actually have done something with me since my dad died. The church I went straight to Nakata. Step afterwards. Time church like there you can just go to the going to church. The pastor called me. And then he prayed for me. It's like you be a mighty man of so at your plan. It's like people in your plan where you always be different. Now I was around. I mean this confusion. Let's get lost, but that word he saw it came to me.
Very important word.
So whenever straight I'll think it came to me.
So were you able to go through school? Who supported you then when they took you back to the village? Okati wabikola otya wasomera otya ogenda kusoma?
Asinakagenda kusoma mu village eyo tebyali bya baatulimisanga jjajja okuyinza jjajja yalinganga nkuma naye mba wantendeza uncle's wife. I was like, since that happened, check ewa like for a month, but we didn't chat. It's hard. Today I had my back. Something I had enough. I didn't actually evidence that one solution. Pick me up. It's weak. Don't know anything. Tell me right. Time which life so weird. She just got her things and so the words she spoke at I was with peace in this world. When we sweat, but when she got sing that's when we didn't do anything.
So she had thrown you out?
Just find where I can. It's hard. It took the grace of spirit life changes. It's forgiven. It's in life. It was the journey was still long.
At that time, how old are you by then? When you walked that journey?
That's place when I'm like
so you walked for one day? So by then, where were your siblings, the other siblings that you had?
The other brother.
Fast forward. So talk about the teen years. Now you're out of that stage, the first 10 years. So talk about your youthful age now. Growing up, you're becoming a girl. What was life like?
Life wasn't easy. You depend on people. call someone who is not your parent, so that you see that you are the mass of people, so you don't. So it wasn't all that easy, but I can say that someone sat me down and told myself that it's just have be at work, start looking for ways to survive. It's challenging because most times in the world, most people who are not religious, whoever wants to, they have the thing. I just thought that the other words were casted off the script.
Oh, my God.
Staying with my sister, she had a daughter who was the same age. And the other girl from Andy, out from that. She'd be like, you start work. Then try now.
They took you in the other life. So how did you come from the village coming to where you are right now? How did you come? How did you find your way to town? Let me say to Kampala.
Like from this place, I had a stay in Scotland. Single town. So I went there. The aunt used to sell local. But near there, home down. Sometimes everything. That's for me.
How old were you then?
I think I was 12. So I would maybe the choir is practicing. Yeah, but for me, I would cry. Like those days, I no longer have tears. Really.
Right. So I want you to talk about, now we leave this age of 12. I want you to talk about the age of 16, 15, 18. Where were you that time?
I was still in
So you lived in Nagongera for a good number of years.
sometime with my uncle because my brother, when he came this way, he never came back. So we stayed in the village. I said, but life was hard because when I remember the time, eat. And that in-law was staying with my brother. Stay with was pregnant. I went under someone. We ate, I mean, oranges, and she was pregnant until she blacked out. I think the acid was too much.
In Nagongera?
My grandmother's place, she blacked out. So someone has blacked out. I'm supposed to eat oranges like that, but it was the only thing we had to eat to survive. Prince.
Emodi ebyo
Yeah.
nga kyekiriwo.
Kyekiriwo ate nga mukiranemu baka. It was all about wishing to reach the next day. Then when I told my grandmother, let's go and try to sell it. So that way, it's okay. Got some guys there. It's my aunt. It's from there. Once in a while, I wouldn't serious. Well, they preach. So so that's serious. At least I had that seed of God inside.
So you grow up, you're with your uncle in Nagongera. So did you continue with your studies? Did you drop out from there? So like, because I know as a child maybe you had passion, you had a desire to be somewhere, you had a dream, you had a vision saying yourself in school. So how was it?
It is church. Let's go to church and then have pastors prophets about my life. But this person said that I would do this and this in life. A person without she always yearned to study. Like they say that a God seems to be sitting there. I think maybe it's my prayers. Why so much?
Had you grown a bit? Were you like 18 years maybe?
I was 16. 16. Then my late mother-in-law in that church.
So your current mother-in-law, she was in that church even before you came to
Even
get married?
the sister. It's the sister who first saw me. One time I was sitting under a mango. Can't find peace in a church compound. That home, Frank had to be there. You have no peace, even they would make advances that yet you're still a young. So I went there, I was seated, thinking of minding my own business. Then that sister of my mother, you know, she's called Aunt Teddy. She came to me and she said, I want to see you, let's come here and try to listen to your story. If you know something you need to share. So she gave me her name. This is a lady, she knows God. She's like, you're such a young. It's because in that town, it's all about dancing, young girls.
Where is Nagongera?
It is Njoro. It's like, but for you, let's come here and sit at church. You see my focus still lady. Story. So she just gave me a hug. They cried. It's like, it's okay, I'll talk to my sister. My mother. She's like, I'll talk to my sister. She loves girls who are focused. She just loves girls who are focused. I'll talk to her. Maybe she can find you someone to sponsor your education. So I showed my uncle's home. Like 3 days. I think when she told her sister about me, she never rested. She came to her and asked me if I from my uncle. Actually, I call her my mother-in-law because this one of me getting involved with my husband came in later. So she came and told my uncle and this girl officially pay for her fees. And they made her make an agreement. She signed an
agreement.
She said,
You're now under his care, her care. So what level of education were you at that time?
I just finished P7.
When she was taking you up?
I was in senior one. Started senior.
So she took you up and then took you through the entire education, the rest of the education, let's say the secondary school.
Secondary school and even men.
So is she still there? Is someone that you always...
She passed on.
So, but you're able to interact, she was able to take you. So from there, where did you go to when she brought you now to go on to your secondary education? Yeah, kutwala wawe.
And I went to Alamba.
Oh, so that's where you grew up.
School, it's called Breva High. I was in London College. Senior, St.
Then from there you went for your... Wow, move forward. So how do you come to Zeta? Let me talk about it.
Zeta became
How do you come?
Zeta, we first Barara. Like when I entered the family, innocent used to like me. But the mom used to say that this girl has to do what she has to study.
When was that? Back then in Nagongera?
No, in Barara he was studying.
Now you're bringing names that you're going to tell us later on.
Because by coming, that is part of him also. So I first, after senior four, I went and started staying with my brother. I think the mom tried to separate us, didn't want us to mess up. So they stayed with my brother. So many days was in school.
Come to Zeta now.
Later,
And you mentioned this name, Innocent. So who is Innocent? Who are you talking about right now? And then I want to know, so when you finish your education, did you go to Mbarara, the University of Mbarara, or to Kampala to study in Kampala?
I studied in Chambogo University.
Oh, you came back to Kampala. But the lady still sponsored your education too. So after campus, talk about that life. It's done. You're done with your secondary education, you're done with the university. Now you're becoming a lady and you want to become an independent girl.
Let me say, like, after in senior six, all this journey, I knew God, but it wasn't serious. We all squeeze us today. Church, really on fire. The next day, something comes, get it. Because I conceived my first born senior 6 months. So the mother was like, even though baby is 1 week, well, one day you have no day, dear. So I started the company.
You're talking about a child now. Take us a little bit back. How do you get that child, and how does the child come in the picture? How did you get that child?
We started dating Innocent.
You met someone called Innocent. When was that?
I think 2000. But we always keep a brother and sister.
Then, so how does the child come in?
Senior 6 back. Campus. Back and back. Sent to my sent. I gave birth and
Okay. So that's how you got your child. That's how you began your life. So, in other words, you had a relationship. You started your relationship with him, right? So how was it?
Because relationship without God in it, it's always hard.
Okay. So we are going to go in a brief break, and when we come back, you're going to tell us more about that innocent man. You're going to tell us how was life after campus. So where do you make your decision to go? Welcome back. Thank you for watching Witness with Pastor Daphne. We are still going on with our guest today, Noreen, and we are trying to dig to know what is life like, a life of faith and action, how the Lord has been with her, and we are still going on. We went into the commercial break nga nchakubuuza nga makati osisinkano ntya Innocent era mwatandika mutya okubeera nti namwe tukkako okufuna omwana tuvuddeko. Tell us the story.
Innocent. And I went. Angela. Uncle and and the other side.
Did you say she's a late? May she rest in peace.
She was lecturing jobs 2 months. So at that time, it's
Okay.
But it says, and sent it to her, the child. This is how I stayed with her. It's come and it's
Who was her son now? And that's how you got to meet each other.
get all this.
So when you left Mbara, you talked about the campus. So what was he doing then?
He was still studying.
He was also studying you in the same class?
His master's.
Oh, he was already
Since we
continuing.
now had a child who was staying.
Oh, from campus. So tell me about campus. When you finished campus, you moved in with him, or what happened?
Throughout my campus, I was studying. Staying.
You already staying with him. So how do you come to SETA?
Let's go to
And you just shifted? So you came with Innocent. Talk about him. Talk about, briefly, you said he's someone special to you. Talk about him. Your relationship with him. How was it then? You are still young, you're still in campus. You've met, you're now living with him. So can we say that now you're a wife to him then? Or was it something to agree whether to be together or to stay or to come and visit? Things like that. How was it? Wasn't it challenging for you to have a child at that time when you're still in campus, even though you're now staying with him? How was it?
now, so basically, my mother in law prayed that
Okay.
now it's campus. She had to change. So, kid,
Oh, you're blessed.
because I would two in one.
So basically obulamu bwo bwali bwa kuseeyeeya awo tewali kukubonaabona awo mu kaseera ako.
Kuseeyeeya nga ups and down. Since naye mwana
Mu bya welfare, mu bya welfare. When you met him and then you decided to begin a relationship. So I want us to move to another part now. How do you come to Spirit Life Church? Because you know we are this is CRTV and it's under Spirit Life Church, Kato Brand Ministries. So how do you come to Spirit Life Church?
It's Spirit Life.
What member? I've not met her.
No, she was there for 1 month. Then she went there in November. Then December she was really down. We spent that whole month of December in Nakasero Hospital. Then she passed on in January. But she was there for 1 month, and the day she went to church, she went there like twice. I think it was in your Miracle Week. Because I remember her, she came and was like, you know, I've been to churches. She died when she was 62 years. I've been to churches, but there's something special about that church. And I was like, we are tired of roaming in churches.
That is Spirit Life Church.
Yeah. So when she was telling that, you should try that church, I was like, but we are really tired of moving in churches. We had every place we would be staying in, be members of that church. No, there are churches you go to where you really want the word of God. It's all about Chitwala, Manyala, it's about prosperity. People are dying. People have issues. They need to know pray how to handle things. But these days, church that can teach you that. So when she was there, she was actually fellowship with Spirit Life Church, I think, like she told me that, you know, in my old age, church, I request we be, and even when I'm not there, you should be fellowshipping with those people. There's a living God in that church. When I went to that church, I felt my spirit was at peace. Even like 2 days to her death, she called me in her room. She was like, even though when I'm not there, I hope me and my grandchildren should be fellowshipping in that church. And so she died on 2nd, but on 1st, she gave me her tenth. She was a giver.
Ah, she was tithing and sending her tithe even when she was on her bed.
Hospital. Whoever would visit her, each money they would give her, she would put that tenth aside. Each money she received.
When she was sick?
She was sick. She was diabetic. That time she had a stroke. One side of the body was paralyzed, but every money someone would give her a tenth aside. So on 1st, she was like, this money, take it to church.
Is there something that you learned from the life of your mother-in-law?
Yeah. Because for her, even though she would use
not only tithing, but I want you to give me just a brief, because this, as you're telling us a story. Nenda abadde so instrumental mu bulamu bwo, abadde instrumental bwo. Njagala briefly omuntu atulaba olunaku lwaleero mubuulire kiki kyoyize ku mukyalo no, kiki kiwayiga ku mukyalo no, cause mu kwogera kweyogera muntu w'amaanyi nnyo mu bulamu bwo. She's a very important person in your life. Briefly talk, what do you learn from her?
Madam Wino Mary, she was called the Wino Mary, was a fearless person. She loved. Because when you go to our place there in Agongera, people buried her like they were burying maybe a mini. So she loved people. Our home was always full of people. She educated people. These things, you are your neighbor, you have a bright kid, there's no fees, she would take one. She looked after the widows. She really lived an example of a Christian life. She was a people person. She loved. Remember one time she had only 100,000. Then I drove her to Mukona, to Barclays, to go and check if she had money on her account. They had not yet sent her salary. We had 100. I was supposed to buy her medicine because her sugar was high. Then I packed a total Mukona there. I left her in the car and I told her, there's no money on your account. We can't use this 100,000. Then someone called. I think that the landlord was chasing her out of the house. It's like, Norina, I know I'm sick, but this person needs this money more than me. She gave me the number. She was like, you can't send this money to this number. So me, I was like, but you're sick. You're really sick and we didn't sleep and you're giving away this money. It's like, no, me, I'm protected. And I got that money, but I went while quarreling. Like, this is really not fair. I went and sent the money, then we drove back home. My husband was like, did you buy medicine? I was like, yeah, because if I told her we didn't buy the medicine, it was going to quarrel. But she was a woman of faith. And by the time we took her to Doctor's Plaza, I used to take her there, we'd escort her there for checkups. She reached when her diabetes was in 400. The doctor was like, you woman, you came walking. People in this state come when they're on bedridden. Others are half dead. Others have serious stroke. And for you came, because even she called me after lecturing in Jambo, she was like, no, you people come and pick me. I need to go and check my sugar. It was 400 something. The doctor looked at her, she was like, you woman, you have something that protects you. This is really not. So she was a woman of faith. So
Wow.
I can say she loved. She loved beyond, I think, measure.
So personally, you as Noreen, what one or two things did you learn from her that you could take as you in your life to be?
I learned not to minimize people. Everyone is important. Don't love people basing on their class, what they have. Just love people the way they are. Everyone is special in their own way. She used not to minimize, and she was this humble woman. You not know her worth when someone, unless someone tells her that woman has this and this and this. She was very humble, really humble. She lived a very humble life, and she was a true example of a Christian. She lived by example. She loved. She would give. She really loved. She used her wealth for others.
Wow.
Because she told me when she was young, life was not easy for them. They would walk for miles to go and study. But she told me that when she was in P7, she applied like these things of filling forms. She
Yes.
wrote Gayaza. That the teacher got her paper and threw it in front
I
of
remember
her.
those forms. I've even forgotten what the name of the forms are. But
So
I
the
remember
teacher was-
those forms you'd fill prior to the PLE.
So for her, she put Gayaza as her first choice. But the teacher got the paper and threw it in her face. She was like, you from a poor family, who told you this school is for everyone? So that she cried. She was like, God, I shame this teacher. So she told me that she read so hard. So when the results came back, she was given in Gayaza. And she was the only child in Toro district who went to Gayaza.
Wow.
So she was a woman of faith. And she's like, when she was young, she used to tell God, I come from a family that's a bit humble, but help me make me rich. When you make me rich, I'll look after people. I'll be faithful with the money you give. And indeed, she was truly faithful.
Okay. Well, so when we move on, I want you to talk about, you say she's not introduced you to Spirit Life Church. Talk about it. How did she convince you to come to church? How did she convince you to come to church?
It wasn't easy because coming to church, I came quarreling all the way. Yeah, but we know there's something about Spirit
When
Life
was
Church.
that?
It was December 2016. Because she died in January. No, it was November towards the end of November. It was a miracle week. So I remember she told me, Pastor told us we should go with our families. So
I remember there was a time we were praying and
so she tried to tell my husband. I was like, no, it's not. So now she was like, no, we'll go. How me we'll go? You stand in for my family. You come and stand in for my. She really loved the son.
Did she have any other children?
No, she had only one kid. First.
That's your husband.
Because every 31st, these things of maybe your prayer request. Every 31st, she had a big box. Every 31st, she would give a seed, but my husband's name would always be there first. Because when she was dying, she was like, God, my wish is to see my son wed, and my son should never die before giving his life.
So Innocent did not give his life to Christ at first, during all that period when you're with his mother, and then when you're staying with him.
He's Innocent got saved at campus. I think it was for 1 year. But he said that he had these friends who always condemn him. Oh, for you, God can forgive you, this and this. That's why I think he backs with again. Oh, but he can, surprising up to now, he can read the Bible. You can't challenge him with the Bible. But coming to church is still a problem.
Okay, so let's go to the time you come to church. You said she tells you to church, she brings you and you're quarreling.
Actually, we didn't leave home together. She first went, then I organized the kids, but I was like, I'm tired of these things of moving.
But you knew where the church was?
Yeah, our home is not so far from the church. So I organized, I reached the church when we was, like, I left her to go, and then I stayed like for 30 minutes and I followed her. I went quarreling. That one is a factor. But when I go to church, immediately I stepped in the church like this.
Wow.
I'd been a lot, I've moved to churches and I was finding answers, questions, but when I entered the church, it's that peace I felt I can't even explain it. And
So I know you're going to talk about your experience in church because I know now where we're going ahead. You're going to talk about, but I want you to briefly tell us. You're a married woman. How has marriage been for you as a young girl, as a Christian, as a mother? How has marriage been for you?
I can't say it
We
has
will talk about. You'll tell us before the wedding and as you've come in marriage. Yeah.
it has not been all that. It has not been a bed of roses.
Feel free actually program y'abantu buli wamu osobola otubulira mu Luganda. Feel free to interchange.
Kibadde kyangu, kibadde kutoba. Mazika gabadde mangi saidi yange. N'omwami mwana
Lindako. So when you get married, you said you moved in with him when you had at campus with Innocent. So when you're together, everything was okay? Do you say that maybe after some time then things began falling apart oba tukitwale nti ebintu byatandikirawo nga bibi oba byali birungi then later on ne bitandika okwonooneka?
byali birungi naye nga naye
So just tell us nti byali bwe biti then akaseera bwe kati
byalimu okukaaba naye since my mother-in-law was there, because her mother, she was loving banga, and what she knew I was always on the right side. There's the son olusi newe nakyokozanga olusi nawe kusanga kwali mu nsobi naye ate nga yabeeranga nenyoyi naye tebyali byange let's staying together nga tukyali nga naye muto nange muto kati olusi byange olusi si byangu ne
katwogere ku bufumbo bwo nga muziseeta. When you came to Seta, I think that's when you become real you know how people living together and you had now committed to living with him besides the time that you're in campus, because abaana abawala abamu tubalaba babeera n'abavubuka n'abeera naye campus wegwa n'asalawo n'amuvinga n'agamba sikyamwagala kangende naye gwe wasalawo n'ogamba even after campus ne moving in ne muvaayo gye mwali mubeera ne muzimba Seta. Kati njagala oyogere ku bufumbo bwo nga buzze Seta before coming to church and then wetunamaliza and then you tell us when you come to church.
Ofumbo manyira ofumbo nga tebulimu nga si butukuvu ebeera buchallenge nga bingi
and kati now you can see it because you're in there. Kati take a bigiri that side before you came. How was it?
It wasn't all that easy. It wasn't. Omusajja atali tamed by God tekiba kyangu muvubuka muto alina ssente amanyi mama waali sente zimuyita ba he is good looking ole mwabeeranga aka nga azifunye n'avuga n'agenda like for 3 days omukubira esimu tumanyi gyali wakoye n'akomawo nze nali mukyala nga manyi nga mpisa ebisemu bingi embeera nga enkubi ekubye nga olusi nkaaba n'embikwasa Mukama because me was when I was a young girl nga Mukama nga ntera kwekwegaana nga nenaba Innocent yeyisaata nzisiriza abasajja babiri ono taata w'abaana bange whether what or what yali nzalamu abaana bange bonna. I didn't want that life because you see kubanga muli ba steps it takes the grace of God okubeera connected oluusi naddala nga toyinaye tebaagala kumanya. Most times steps come in when you have something. Kati oluusi nkwatagana nga nti ningambeera nga mwoyo mutukuvu Mukama nze sijja zaala mu basajja babiri ono bayeyisa atya oba atya ejjo beera taata w'abaana bange naye nga bwe yali mungi.
So what are those highlights ebintu byosobola okwogerako mu bufumbo ogamba nti kano so akeerabira this was also another point, this is another turning point in my marriage? Those few moments that you can share with us.
Where the kesitaso akwerabira yali time yatukanga nga abakyala bayitiridde ate kati nga omubuuzaako ng'omutunogaana kirala kyonoonya ng'agamba naye gwe nebyogerako tumanya abakazi bangi then I don't know who is who nga yashowazi you banga nagamba oyagala genda abakazi bangi banga omunenyezaako abakazi bangi simanyi na I don't even know who is who kati goba owuya tobisobole sobola ogenda ng'odda musenge n'okaaba but one thing ekyanyamba nga nzira musenge nenkaba naye nga when I come out I can afford a smile. So nga ebizibu byange ebiseera ebisinga abantu tebabitegeere nga nsirika nnyo. Sometimes I'm too person ebintu byange byawako ebyobufumbo tolina laga nsi yonna era ng'omukyalo omufumbo
era actually that's how they always tell us nti ebyomumaka ebyobufumbo biba bya mu kisenge kwegamba ebyomunju tebirojjebwa. You can't just tell stories everywhere.
N'apaalanga oluusi n'azaala nayo ne ku baana oba n'omugamba baziba wanamuzza things will get well. Noba n'abazza n'obaagala n'obeera as a mother you think like it will change him naye n'akulaga nti oba akuleetedde ono kati nga stress ateekende ate nga anoonyayo omulala.
So tell me, did you go to did you try to do, I know, you know, when you're married, you try to do a lot of things to try to make it work. Oyagala otereza kino, oyagala otereza kino, let's be kusukako. Kati nga tugenda mu break, tugenda kumulamu katono naye when we come back, I want you to tell us what solutions wazisikingawo nga tonaba kujja mu church. Kiki kye wasobola okukola okwagala okusavinga obufumbo bwo olaba because buli muntu ayagala essanyu naye nga tunakukoma tetunakugendaawo. We'll be right back. Don't you go away. This is still Witness with Pastor Daphne. You're still watching and we still have our guest Noreen. Thank you. We'll so much for watching. Thank you for keeping with us. I hope you're sharing. I hope you're learning something. I hope you are actually blessed as we share with you this story. One thing I want to remind you, I know we are still under the pandemic of COVID-19, but I hope you're keeping safe, you're keeping well with your people, and I want to promise you that everything is going to be well because heaven is still working and is still with us. It may seem that things are not the way you want them to go, because of the challenges that we're facing right now as a country, and not only Uganda, but everywhere. All countries are facing the same pandemic, but we are more than conquerors. It still gives us strength. So as we move back to our guest today, Noreen, tell us, we went in the break and I wanted us to discuss something. Tell us about your experiences trying to save your marriage as a woman before you came to church. Wakisobola otya kikwasaganya wasobola otya okwerwanako nga gwe?
Nalwanako nga nze naye nazaala wange was a big issue in our marriage.
We want to thank God. You know, some people abantu bagamba nti banazaala bazibu biki. That is so good. So she was there for you.
She was. She really played a big role in our marriage. Yambeererawo nnyo nga biba bitabuse. Give you her shoulder to lean on. She was a counselor, she was a mother.
Did she stay with you in Seta or she was?
In Seta, our house was built to in since she never wanted to be far from the sun. So we were in the same fence but different houses.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, because I remember they said, to show that she was really good. I remember one time I was so stressed. It was really too much. And she was like, Noreen, get some money. She gave me money. Said, you go in a hotel.
Tulekeeyo. Nga she was a good person. Nga kirungi ekyo.
So nengenda nendeka abaana
n'ogenda mu hotel ne weewaamu away from the stress of the marriage and home.
So it was too much.
And didn't your husband take natural obi omwami natural obi n'agamba lwaki wavudde ewaka?
I one day pack and leave this home balekereka n'amaka you tutanze lumungi abaviira mbaleke by this twatukanga tulina ng'abaluganda.
With your mother-in-law.
My mother-in-law.
You must have been so close.
She was so good. She really loved me. I think she saw that daughter she never had in me. yambeera we yanjagala nnyo era I think if it wasn't for her sandisovadde bufumbo then because that time nga sinaana kufugamba wa Spirit Life Church ebintu sibitegeera ebintu bikwesa bwongo bwange.
So what are some of the things ebyo wakola n'obwongo bwo ebyo
like oba avudde awaka spending the 3 days tadda n'omusindikira like 1,000 text messages omuvuma wadda n'omukwatamu ku mataayi gongola oluusi binyiize oba oluusi n'adda amaze 3 days taliiwo tumanyi gyabadde okuba amasimu takuddamu wadda n'omubuuza naye wabadde wa this and this like a concerned person n'akubuuza did I go with saucepans or what saagala byakumalako nga I don't want stress era even I have a friend amuyita Mr. Stress Free up to now he nicknamed him Mr. Stress Free nga saagala kumpa stress teka nga gwolabira ddala ye yakuwa stress nate nga yagamba muwa stress nalinganga ngo sometimes I would get numbers of girls I try to text them leave my husband biki biki nate obwala bw'ebbala eno nga buvuma bw'omusindikira testamuka ayinza okugamba ekigambo ate n'okutuka bukutusi
kwegaba bali confident
bali confident ayinza okugamba ekinakujja mu katebe naye nga we tried all that nze n'amatayi nabalumba nakolusu mubakuba nolatukanenulakane nze nalwana nani ndekani.
Is there anything that you did ekiri extreme kyogamba nti nina ke nakolayo akatali ka bulijjo ke nakolayo nga ngezako kwerwanirira?
I remember it is like I remember nga nalina mukwano gwe wabula tolina maama nze nina omukyala gwe manyeeka ajjajja kuyamba tugendeyo nempalapanya nenga mama wange njagala mpeewo ku motoka nina genda mukwano gwange mperekereko I just bought a car it was new and it was in good condition tuyingira mu motoka nga tugenda otuuke when immediately reach the place wala omukyala musawo muganda ali inside the garage we reached the compound like this nga motoka atefa motoka ngeefa so I got so confused n'ebyogenda obuyita omukyala ebizibu ebyali bindeese nemyeramira I just got scared nga ategera nti badde nzize so I got so confused started making calls banfunira omuntu ajja nyambe n'emmotoka then omukyala kainanga namutabani wange emmotoka engineer w'emmotoka abitegera kamuyite kainajja n'akebera emmotoka nga there's nothing wrong with that car naye nga nze wentandika emmotoka eganye so mpuka kyeyakola n'atufuka mpaka sampati mu mukono there n'akwasa emmotoka ledown netereera zirikana nga mukama alinda banziremu bitategeereke.
So that was a lesson for you.
Up to now I can't explain what happened.
Came back home and left it to that.
I left it to that because even that person who had taken me that side, that same day after me dropping her, like in Sete, yali alese motoka ye weyayingira mu motoka ye omulalo najja n'agikuba ekikonde naye ati kamera Nola, there's something wrong with this journey gye tukutte alinda banange nzizemu ebintu ebitategeerekeka so from that day we all vowed never to go in things like that but it was out of being stressed depression ngolaba bambi ogezezaako buli kimu you try to be loving naye nga you're not appreciated.
Wow. So you talked about children but there are also some other children that you bought. So how was it for you to children, bring up children that you don't, I don't want to call them any other thing, but who are not biological yours?
I think, Pastor Daphne, what I can say is that the love my mother-in-law showed me, it taught me how to love. Because I always tell my girls, you know what, it is easier to love than to hate someone. So I think it was the love she showed me, the care. I used to do things for her, sometimes not even for my husband. So I think that's why I loved those kids, and even now I love them. You can come to my home. I try nekirega mukwano nazala gwe yandaga natukanga ebintu sibikolera mwami wange nambikoera my mother-in-law olaba akwagala afaayo she appreciates ate nange yandaga omukwano staff nampazade because mama yafandi wa myaka 8 kyala yanjagala nansigamu ensigo ennungi ek nange yensigo yenteeka yendaze bana abaana.
So they are living
I can't say it was because of my husband and nazaala wange buli kye nakolanga mu maka okwagala abaana.
So we say God worked through your mother-in-law. So good. We really thank God for that. So moving on to where you are right now. Talk about that moment. You feel you're tired of doing things. Saying you're not going to go back to seek for help. What was your fallback? Is there any instrumental person that you look up to, government, or apart from your mother-in-law? I imagine, did you tell your mother-in-law that the friend was taking you somewhere?
She was. I couldn't tell her that because she was a prayerful. Didn't tell her that.
So you did
it's
that
like
on your
also
own?
What used to hurt my friends? They were this come manage cheer. I think I say she so they always try to help you. Let you much not be out. Let you bang that time go for lukanyisa ku magezi gange nga sinategeera kusaba nali ngenda mu church naye there is going to church every Sunday naye ng'eri ebibulamu nga ngenda n'otula mu church naye nga musungu amaladde nze neddire oluusi nga ngenda just to please my mother-in-law naye nga mpiira byantama olwo nga wotuka nga oluusi omanyi nti mu biseera ebisinga twerabira Katonda kyakoledde kati nga neera nokera nti it was because of the grace of God yanfunira mother-in-law nanzija mu kyalo ansomeseza naye kati antunulidde bufumbo. And in that situation natuka nenga wengenze nkula mu bulokole nda tubiseera ebisinga tuwa n'abasajja nga balimu emize mebyegyo okubeera bali n'abakazikazi abalala otuuka n'oteeka nga focus yo kitadde nnyo ku mwami n'afocus more God in your life nga lwofukamira osaba oli ku mwami nebeeraya n'okwesabira n'okutunuulira Mukama ofumbo nga buli bwofukamira banenze nga buli bwofukamira Pastor Daphne I could even forget to pray for myself nga mwami so I think my husband had become a small God in my life kati naye nandeka nsooka embiddukanye in my own way nye nebinnema was not easy because remember one time nayinfula second born muyankuba ne baamu n'omusaayi mu nnyindo nenga oh my God naye nga I'd made a vow that I would stay ndibeerawo nkuza abaana bange mbazale muntu omu naye it has been God.
So how was it like? Briefly, I want you to tell us, how was it like for you to cope up with life where everything is not well between you and your husband? Naye ate kati abaana mwakikolanga mutya kati wano waliwo abaana depressed olina okwasaganya eby'abaana at the same time n'omwami naye tali mu mbeera nnungi temukwatagana oba mu ngeri bwetyo oyinza okitwalamu kati kyali kiti how was it abaana bano wabasobola okubakwasaganya jjukira waliwo bano abalala bempita abaana bo ab'omwoyo saagala kubayita kiri naye bempita abaana bo Katonda bye yakuleetera okuyita mwami wo ate ne bano abalala kyali kityo kikwasaganya.
Omwami wange by the way nga batomutegere tusobola amanya nti bino byenjogera bituufe we would have our fights in the bedroom naye nga mudda outside all is well era n'ababeeranga naffe mu kikomera kimu it was so hard for them to not who are having what problems because nange nga nyinza oyingira nenkaaba naye nga God gave me a smile nga bwenzira ebweru nyinza oseka natamanya nti nina ebikola ki ebinyiga naye basically nze nyaga nti ngeri gyetwali awaka nga tubeera wamu ne mother-in-law within the same compound yagendanga ku mulimu n'adda namubuyako byamubuuliddeko n'akukansolinga nagambo muteeka maaso ga Mukama ekikulu gwe oyagala ebintu ebikwasa in your own way. Actually, I should not say that me I was always right, Pastor Daphne. Nange ng'omuntu I think nange I didn't stand as a wife. Nalinganga ndimu obusungu because most times wives when we are testifying always want to make husbands look bad. Naye nange ng'omuntu obulokole bwange bwalimu akabuuza nga tebuli so real. Oluusi ebintu mbikola osaba embeera ekukubye ebintu bibeera nga biri okay Katonda ng'omuteeka ku hold wekakakunyiza ennyo nga you commit yourself osiba I know there are people who are there nga bali mu mbeera ng'eyo nga Katonda omunoonya bikunyize biba nga oseeyeeya you forget
that God. Was before you come to Spirit Life Church?
Yeah. Okay. Nga omwami wentinabeka text message kwa mukazi omulala mu ssimu nga lwenja okwagala osiiba lwenja okabiira Katonda amugamba ndeeseewo biki naye nga I wasn't playing my part as a wife oba trusting Katonda and everything. I was this conditional Christian kikunyize that's when you run to God. Naye ate nga nali ngenda mu church. Nga ngenda mu church naye nga I don't know whether bangaye nali nsaba. You know the thing of going to church ng'olabira ddala basabisa terikwata nako yadde. You really see you're so plain. Omusumba alinnya akatute n'asasa nga okebera simu baamala ddi nze neddireyo.
Kati olowooza ebintu bino byonna ebyabawoma birina engeri yonna gye byakosaamu abaana ba mwasobolanga okikuumanga mmwe nga bw'ogambye nti no wasobolanga okubeera mu kisenge n'okaaba naye ate wear a smile. Do you think this in any way affected your children?
It didn't affect them because my children don't even know anything. Mu myaka gyange emito because sinze mukulu ennyo ekiri awo naye mu myaka gyange emito I always wanted my children to grow up in a normal way. I never wanted them to know that things were not okay. And that's why I could always afford a smile. Ensobi gye tukola oli omuzadde obusungu tuba tubuteeka ku baana inosanga omukyala omwami akunyiiziza and you pay back the kids but they are innocent, they don't know anything. So I tried to just let them be kids. Ebyange most times I wait for my mother-in-law, I share with her. My mother-in-law made a big group because this person is now 3 years. I can basically say that my mother-in-law played a big role.
Really run to her all the time?
Yeah, all the time, and she would always give me time to listen.
But she had time to go to do other stuff?
Yeah, she would go to school. She was a lecturer.
So we want to move on to briefly talk about the time when she comes and she brings you to church. Want to be Spirit Life Church? Your experience coming to church. Say that when you felt peace, that was the first thing you received. So talk about when you come to church.
I came to church when I was a depressed, frustrated woman. That's all I can describe myself. I was tired. Tired. But when I entered Spirit Life Church, I really felt at peace. It was like there's something that got off my body when I stepped in the church. Not even sitting, but immediately entering the door of the church. This is the way I can't describe how I felt, but I really felt at peace. I sat, the service, pastor preached, then after as they called us and they prayed for us. I had a lot of demons because that day I fell down, screamed.
Was that the first day?
It was my first day, and that was the night that I really slept. I think I woke up at 10 a.m. in the morning. Pastor prayed for us, and we went back home. Because my mother-in-law took me to the church basically to represent my husband. But she was also tired of my husband's ways. Echinkosa, naye chimukosa nga mama. You wouldn't feel fine. Mwana abende bisawa akaaba, agana naye mukama, wampa omwana omu, nga ndabidde abalala balyoka wange yabaaki. So nga bena we go, we try this. So then again I'm church ne bansabira, I never looked back. And I continued fellowshipping with Spirit Life Church till now.
Wow, Doreen, your story is so touching and it's interesting, and I want us to continue about it, but because of time, we want to end this. I want to tell you, our viewers, that this story is not yet over. This is part 1 of the story. We are going to come back next Saturday, same time, same place, same guest, and she's going to take us to the other part of her when she comes to church, and I don't want you to miss. This is Witness Show, and we will be with you next Saturday. Thank you so much for watching. I want to sign out for today, and I want to tell you, God bless you. Thank you for watching. I want you to continue sharing this story, share this video. Let people be blessed, because we are sharing the word of God. As you share, you're trying to touch someone. I know these words are reaching someone, and I know someone is going to be blessed within these words. We are not only talking mere words, but we are witnessing for Christ. Nzikiriza waliwo Katonda kyagenda okukola mu bulamu bw'onnange, because this is only the beginning. Don't you go away. Catch you next Saturday. We will be with the same guest, hearing from her the second side of the story. Thank you so much for watching. I sign off for now. God bless you.